Most of the time when I ask people the difference between customer service and customer experience, I get this. Okay, so Andrew, what is customer service?
It's targeted services.
It's target services?
Target at services.
What is customer experience?
What is customer experience?
And hey, I get that. A year or two ago, customer experience became the new hotness, and everybody had to be the first person to throw the term around. But not many people knew exactly what it meant. But forget everything you've heard. Today, once and for all, we are going to define the difference between customer service and customer experience, like till the end of time. So here's the big difference. Actually, we gotta go check out the beer fridge first. We don't mess around.
Oh, that part's too loud.
So to really understand the distinction between customer service and customer experience, we have to look at the customer's buying journey. Okay, now customer service is limited to this one step right here. Helping a customer when they have an issue with your product or service, right? Getting them back on track. Customer experience, on the other hand, is what your customer thinks and how your customer feels every single time they interact with your business. Customer service answers the question, what is my business doing to help my customer? Customer experience answers the question, how is my customer thinking or feeling? That was kind of confusing. Let me give you an example. Actually, I'm not going to give you an example. I'm going to tell you a story. It's actually a story that was told by Harvard Business Journal, so you know it must be awesome, and I'm just going to retell it here because it's just that awesome. So, there was this cable business. Obviously, this story was set in the 90s when we thought cable was awesome. After the cable business would go to a client's home and install all their doohickeys, they would send out a survey asking for feedback on the installation process and how any follow-up issues were resolved. And they got great feedback on these surveys. 4.5 out of 5 stars. I mean, just excellent stuff. Then the owners of the C-suite all got together and came up with another brilliant idea. Or at least one that they thought was brilliant. They decided to send out surveys to their customers completely at random. Now this was different than what they were doing before. See, before they would send out surveys after a specific interaction, like the installation process. You know, to see how the customer felt about that interaction. Now they were going to send out surveys completely at random, just to check in and see how their customers were feeling about their overall experience with the company. And they got horrible feedback. 2.5 out of 5 stars. Wah, wah, wah. Right now you're probably thinking, what the? And you would be totally right in thinking that. I thought the same thing when I read this story. I mean, how does a customer who felt like they had this incredibly incredible service then turn around and say they had a terrible overall experience with your company? Does it make sense? No, it makes no sense. Hold the phone, stop everything. We're gonna solve this problem with another story. I freaking love stories. So my girlfriend, who is the most amazing, awesome, patient person you will ever meet, way more patient than I am, received an invoice from a company a few months ago. And on the invoice it stated, like very clearly, payment due upon receipt. Now my girlfriend, like many of you bill-paying Americans out there, prefers to pay all of her mailed invoices at the exact same time, like on one day. So she doesn't get randomly interrupted, with whatever she's doing by paying, a mailed invoice she gets. So she puts this invoice in a little pile as a to-do. 2 weeks later, she goes back to the pile, picks up the invoice, calls the phone number to pay, and finds out that her invoice is overdue and she owes a late fee. And of course that's a surprise. There wasn't an actual due date on the invoice, but apparently everyone should just know that you have to pay it within 11 days. Also, 11 days is such a weird number to pick. Like, why not 7 days or 14 days or something? Anyways, she gets frustrated. I would be frustrated too. And the customer service rep handles her frustration incredibly well. Empathizes with her, tells her she's sorry that that's the way things are. Talks her through everything, is patient on the phone while my girlfriend is venting to her, is super nice and caring, and ultimately calms my girlfriend down. She gets my girlfriend to pay the invoice and the late fee, and then my girlfriend hangs up the phone and immediately calls me and tells me how much she appreciated this customer service rep and hated the company. It's definitely an interesting conversation. Now, if my girlfriend was sent a survey after hanging up the phone asking how that interaction went, there's a pretty good chance that she would probably give this customer service rep pretty high stars. However, if she was sent a completely random survey a couple weeks after this phone call, there's a pretty good chance she would give this company very, very low stars. She would give them a solid customer service review and a terrible overall experience review. Why? Because while the company cared about its customer service, it completely forgot about the customer experience. Let's check out this situation with 2 sets of glasses. Okay, so with our customer service glasses on, here's what we see. This company sends out an invoice, they receive a very frustrated call, but handle it really well, and then ultimately they receive payment. That's pretty good. They gave solid customer service. But let's look at this with our customer experience glasses on. Here's what we see. A customer receives an invoice. They're then incredibly frustrated by unclear expectations about the due date. And they ultimately walk away as an unhappy customer, unhappy with the company. Now notice something here. Even though customer is in the term, customer service is still seeing your business's actions through your company's eyes. When you're concentrated on customer service, you're laser focused on what your business is doing for your customer, but you're missing out on how your customer is thinking or feeling and why they're thinking or feeling that way. And that's what happened to my girlfriend. The company was focused on making sure that they handled her frustrations well, that they were able to help her out. And they did that. She walked away feeling like she had a good interaction with that customer service rep. But they weren't focused. It wasn't their goal to understand why she was frustrated in the first place and even change whatever was making her frustrated. Her need for clearer expectations and an actual due date, a late penalty in writing, it was invisible, right? Because it wasn't the company's focus. It wasn't their goal. And that's really where the rubber hits the road with this whole customer service, customer experience conversation. Customer service is about making sure that your business, your employees, your tools are helpful to your customer, assist your customers in their time of need. And that's a great thing. That is honestly a great thing. But customer experience is bigger. It's deeper. It's bolder. It's about defining your customers' feelings for your company. What do you feel when I say the word DMV? Like, ugh, right? Now, what do you feel when I say the word Amazon? Right? So good. Because Amazon knows their customers so well that they can anticipate their needs. They see the buying journey from their customer's perspective. They listen to their customers' feelings and thoughts and wants and needs and desires. And ultimately, they craft their business in a way that leaves their customers craving more. So yes, customer service is helpful and it's important, but customer experience is like this all-consuming mindset that's rooted to the very development, the foundation, the growth of your business. And it turns your customer base from satisfied people who buy your product into these crazy, raving fans who cannot get enough of your business.
Oh, that part's too loud.
Yeah, you look
I'm like unprepared.
Oh, you look fabulous.
Thanks.
Check that. Hey, what do you got? Do you want to be in a video?
Sure.
Okay. What do you think of when I say the word?
It's a video.
Yeah.
It's not a picture.
No.
Great.
What
Blonde
do you-
moment.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
I got the blonde.
Okay.
What do you think of when I say the word DMV?
Well, I've been in New York for 16 years, so when I hear that, it's not a good. I can't even express it.
Yeah, you seem a little tense right now. It's the hair. We got hair game right now.
Nice.
Hair game. What do you think of when I say the word Amazon?
Shopping.
No, is it Amazon?
Oh, shopping.
Oh,
Yay.
awesome.